the Black Hair King. It's been a while since I have done any type of content whatsoever. You may have heard me do some collaborations with Kia Green. But as for myself, I actually have a career. So I really don't have time. I really don't have time to produce the content that I really want to. If you've seen my channel, I only have one video on my channel. And the one video I have, it took me quite a bit of time to produce that video because I try to put a little more into my videos as a production. Just look at my first video, right? That video took me pretty much an entire weekend, right? Because anybody who produces content, such as Dane Calloway, for example, those type of media creators go a little further. It involves research, right? You have to actually plan out your videos. You have to write a script, right? You have to find media. You have to research media. You have to go out and search for it. And then once you search for your videos, your audios, you have to organize it. You know, you can't just throw it up there. You have to organize everything together in an organized timeline. And that takes a considerable amount of time to do. Now, I have the skill and experience to do it, but I just don't have the time, right? I have a full-time career and I've been busy for several months, right? I have expenses, I have responsibilities, and that's what I've been doing. So this is my first content outside of the one video that I did. And this is going to be very basic because I still don't have the time. If one day I could do full-time production, I will. But at this point, this is what I'm producing today. So, recently, right, my good friend Kia Green just put out a video about Freedom Georgia. Not sure if you're familiar with the Freedom Georgia movement. If you're not, go do some research. I'll give you a quick overview, right? But when you have a chance, go look it up for yourself because it's all over the internet. Basically, you have 19 families came together to purchase 97 acres in a particular area outside of Macon, Georgia, an outlying area. All right, this was done a couple of years ago. Apparently, these black families came together because they were tired of the casualties that black people have suffered at the hands of law enforcement and just other elements and other situations. We did not want to be caught up in that situation. We don't enjoy that, and they wanted to do something about it. So they bought these 97 acres. And the goal of having these 97 acres is for a safe haven for black people, a place for black people to come and commune with each other and build with each other and feel safe from law enforcement and outside nations. Okay, now ever since Kia Green has been talking about the Freedom Georgia initiative, I've noticed that others have come forward to produce content on this same subject. You see, a couple years ago, there was no content whatsoever about Freedom Georgia. This was about 2018, 2019, when this thing first started. And now a couple years later, we have some more content creators who have produced some opinions about Freedom Georgia. Now, you may know about this whole scenario or you may not, but it is refreshing to see others come forward to talk about something else in the community. Because quite frankly, there's way more to talk about than just Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson videos, whether you agree with him or whether you don't agree with him, hasn't really done anything to the man. On the one side, you have individuals who are against Umar Johnson, right? The fraud warriors, they call themselves, or whatever they call themselves nowadays. And the whole purpose of the fraud warriors is to do what? To stop fraud. Isn't that what they say? We're here to stop Umar Johnson. We're here to stop him and put a stop to what he's doing. So here we are in November of 2021, several years later. And I want someone in the comments or anyone to tell me who has stopped the progress of Umar Johnson. I want you to name someone who has stopped, because the idea is they're going to get him locked up, get him put in jail, have him in court, giving the money back, all this kind of stuff. That's what's supposed to happen from people making all these videos. They're supposed to keep their foot on his neck. And because they keep their foot on his neck, that's going to put a stop to everything this man is doing. I mean, so who has stopped Umar Johnson? The last time I checked, which is only a couple days ago, Umar Johnson is online making videos. He's at the school. He's talking about he's going to do this, he's going to do that. He's walking around free. He hasn't been indicted. He hasn't been charged. He hasn't been convicted. Nothing has happened to this man whatsoever. Not one thing has happened to this man. So you have to ask yourself at some point, I mean, how many videos does it take? At some point, you got to say enough is enough. You know, I understand people want to give their opinions, and there's no problem with that. When you go on YouTube and you type in hashtag Umar Johnson and hit enter, you literally have thousands and thousands of people making Umar Johnson videos, all saying the same message in different ways. The school's never gonna open. It's a hazard wasteland. All the same stuff. No one has any new information. And you look at I'm not gonna knock you if you wanna make videos. But if you're not really a video content creator, using Dane Calloway as an example, once again, some of you know who he is. I'm talking about his production. Whether you agree with him or not, that is what a content creator looks like. That's a content creator. He does research. He finds media clips. He puts it together as a production. He has a soundtrack, excuse me. You got some people, they just get on camera. They turn on their phone. They don't know what they're going to say. They're stuttering in the camera. They got a video for 35 minutes and they spend 25 of it silence, just looking at the camera. Oh, I mean, not everybody needs to be on camera. Not everybody's a video creator. And that's just how that is. It's not for everybody. And I understand why people are doing it. You got people that want to get in on the Umar Johnson hustle. And that's exactly what it is. It's the Umar Johnson hustle. It's the Umar Johnson pimp game. What is the Umar Johnson pimp game? Basically, using Umar Johnson's name as a way to get views to your channel so that eventually you can get donations. So basically I said this in the past. I said this in a collaboration with Kia Green. Maybe we have a video that's still up, we might not have. But I said that you have Umar Johnson, and then you have all these sub-Umar Johnsons. People who are doing the same thing as he is, but in a different way. They're basically just hustling. They're trying to get money. A lot of these channels about Umar Johnson are asking for donations. They got a PayPal link. They got a Patreon link. And they're not even making significant content. I mean, how you got a PayPal link and all you're doing is talking on the phone? You just pull your phone out and you look in the camera, or you hang it up somewhere and talk on the camera for 20 minutes. And because of that, you think you deserve donations. You haven't done any research. You haven't put any production value into your videos. You don't have any soundtrack. You don't have any media. Just you on camera, no lotion. You haven't washed your face. You haven't brushed your teeth. But you're a content creator and you got donation links in your description box. And you put zero effort into the content that you put out. Now, I know there's people who do get donations, right? And the reason they get donations is because the people who watch them enjoy the content. And that's understandable. That's understandable. But when is this Umar Johnson stuff going to come to an end? There's nothing new. You have no new information. After listening to the Freedom Georgia videos from the content creator, I heard about 6 or 7 new people just today that have all done videos about Freedom Georgia. 6 or 7 videos I watched today from different individuals who have opinions about Freedom Georgia, the Freedom Georgia initiative. And I have to say, it's refreshing to see someone come out with something else about another topic besides Umar Johnson. I mean, you got people out here rehashing information from 3 years ago and making new videos out of it. The content is old. The topics are old. But they come out with the topics as if this is breaking news. It makes no sense. I mean, if you look at major media outlets, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, if you look at cable channels, right? They make videos, they make television shows, and they highlight a particular person. They talk about, like some of the crime dramas. It's an hour program. They're talking about a particular crime that has taken place, a particular criminal that they highlight. Usually that ends up being just one episode. Let's just say they talk about John Gotti. For example, on the A&E network, they have a special about John Gotti. They did an hour special and they featured things about what he did in his time. Then the show goes off. And the next day they're going to talk about, guess what? Somebody else. They're not going to turn around and make 900 videos about John Gotti. They're not going to make 900 videos about John Gotti. Because think about that. I mean, how ridiculous is that? If you're making 900 videos about a person, that means they probably didn't do something wrong. Because usually, for example, America's Most Wanted, they do an episode trying to catch someone, and somewhere down the line they actually catch them. You can go back in the vault of America's Most Wanted. I don't think they have anything in their vault where they talked about one person 900 times. Do you know why that is? Because usually it doesn't take 900 videos to shut someone down. It does not take 1,000 videos to shut someone down. Once you get to 900 videos, it's time to talk about something else. Obviously, what you're doing is not working. What you're doing is not working. And if you're a rational person that's just watching the content, if you're watching 900 videos, when you get to video 100, something should click in your head and say, you know what? You should be like Charles Ramsey. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway. Once you get to video 100, you know that it's a problem. I knew something was wrong. Something is wrong when you get to 100 videos. If you're just a viewer, just watching, when you get to 101, something should be clicking saying, you know what, this is not working. What this person is talking about, constantly doing video after video after video, it's not working. It's not working because the person is still out here making videos. Umar Johnson's still out here in 2021. Just go to YouTube, go to Instagram or whatever platform you want. He has a video that he just did today or yesterday or the day before, and he's talking about the school. He's still talking about the school. So your videos haven't done anything. Your fraud warrior, I have to be honest with you, your fraud warrior stuff is not working. You haven't shut him down. So what are you doing? After 900 videos, you're a failure. You failed. No media company does 900 videos about one person. So what's wrong with you? You're just pimping Umar Johnson's name for views, likes, subscribers. Some of them are looking for donations. Some of them might not care about donations. Most of them care about donations. That's the only reason they have a channel, is because they're trying to get donations. They're not trying to stop Umar Johnson. They're using Umar Johnson's dysfunction and his name to get money from you gullible, naive people. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You can hate it or love it, but that's just how it is. Anyway, at some point in the near future, I want to get back to doing detailed video presentations like my first video. I hope I could do that. I hope I have the time to do that, because there's a lot of things that need to be said that's not being said. There's just so much that's not being said that needs to be said out here. And I rock with my partner, Kia Green. Kia Green is trying to bring y'all information that no one else is trying to bring. You ought to go back and check her channel. She's still trying to bring you stuff. She's not as doing stuff like she was before, but she's trying to bring y'all information. I got respect for my comrade. Anyway, this is Black Hair King. This is something that just needed to be said. After I saw the Freedom Georgia stuff, it was refreshing to see that. After watching Freedom Georgia, I'm thinking to myself, how could I listen to anything about Umar Johnson? Like, what else needs to be said? What else can be said? Nothing. Nothing else can be said. This man's whole environment is pretty much dead. I don't even know what you could talk about nowadays. Anyway, this is Black Hair King. If you like the content, give me a like, share it. You can subscribe if you want. I'm pretty much a brand new content creator. This is my second video. It's just not the style that I want. So I gotta get myself back to work. I hope to holler at y'all pretty soon once I get myself together and get my channel running the way I want. So that's it for now. I'll catch you next time.